Okay, welcome back to Bounce Around Charleston. Okay, we're about to celebrate Juneteenth 2022. And I've got the person here who's going to tell us all about it, Latisha Manigault. Welcome to Bounce Around Charleston.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Okay, so tell us what we are to expect for Juneteenth 2022.
Oh my goodness, we're really ramping up. We are Lowcountry Juneteenth week, Monday, which is June 13th. We have our karaoke battle at the Ritz Bar and Grill, at the famous Ritz Bar and Grill, that is. Tuesday, we have our luncheon where we'll be honoring the young ladies, the four surviving ladies of the Charleston Hospital 1969 hospital strike. We'll be doing that at Middleton Place along with Beacon Bank and the Middleton Place Foundation. So we'll be doing that, and we'll be honoring people like Miss Louise Brown, Miss Vera Smalls Singleton, Miss Mary Grimes Vanderhorst, and also Miss Mary, not Mary Fields, Rosalie Fields. We'll be honoring them at that luncheon. So Wednesday is our gospel celebration, and that's going to be taking place at First Baptist, where the Reverend Charlie Murray is pastor. We'll be doing that with a great gospel concert. Thursday is our reggae concert, and that reggae concert will take place, and we're going to be featuring the legend himself, King Yellowman, and along with the Lowcountry legends, the Dub Plates. That's going to be happening on Thursday. Friday. Get my days mixed up. It's a lot going on. And Sunday, we are going to be doing the ultimate celebration, which is our closing finale with Midnight Star, Dave Hollister, Fat Man Scoop. If you know anything about Beyonce, Before I Let Go, is the gentleman that sings that song with her. We'll have also our Shelton Richardson, which is our Southern Soul artist, vendors, food, family fun, and just a whole lot of great activities. So,
well, you all have a whole lot going on. So yes. Tell me, what motivates you all to do all of this?
Well, actually, our community, just seeing that, back in the day, I knew a little bit about Juneteenth. My mom, Deborah Paisley, for whatever reason, June 19th, she was taken off from work, period. Never knew exactly why. I would like to assume it was because it was around my birthday, but that was not the case. She always took off June 19th. And I know we celebrated it in our churches and, smaller events and things like that. And I've always wondered, with South Carolina being the port of entry, why did we not celebrate this on a large scale, and why so many people did not know about it? Even when we were putting this together, a lot of people were getting us confused with, oh, is this a Black Lives Matter event, or is this and it was a lot of confusion with that. So I was ashamed to say there was a lot that needed to be learned in regards to Juneteenth, and we wanted to get the information out to the people. But not only that, we wanted to give it the dignity that it deserves and celebrate it the way that it needed to be celebrated here in Charleston. So you go to a lot of cities all over the world and it's a big deal, and we really didn't embrace that. So those are some of the things that motivate us to do what we do, and to make sure that that people know that Charleston is a place to come and celebrate these things. We're full of rich culture, rich history, and if anything needed to be celebrated here, it would be Juneteenth.
And so really, what is Juneteenth really all about?
Well, basically, Juneteenth is basically our freedom, us celebrating our freedom. It took a long time for people to get the word that we were emancipated and that slaves were free. And we didn't have cell phones back then. We didn't have Google back then. We didn't have a lot of things back then. And it took a very long time for people to find out that slaves were free. And so in Texas, that's when they were basically some of the last people to find out that we were actually free. We were actually emancipated is what we embrace here in Charleston, January 1. Another reason why we do watch night service, so, but, this is some of the things that because of that lack of communication or that lack of resources, then a lot of people did not know that they were free long before.
Oh, and so you all have embraced it and decided that we're going to celebrate and let people know about the history.
Yes. And not only just celebrate just the history of Juneteenth, but it really intersects with our culture, our Gullah culture and our Gullah history here as well. So it intersects. So it's a little different for Charlestonians than it is other places, but we have so much to celebrate in regards to our freedom and the things for the people that came before us to make sure that we were free.
And where can people go to find out all this information and what they need to do?
Well, definitely they can go to our website, which is lowcountryjuneteenthweek.com. And also they can reach us on all social media handles at Lowcountry Juneteenth Week. Also, I wanted to make sure that people knew that last year, as you know, there were quite a few Juneteenth celebrations that took place. And so I'm proud to say that this year that we came together as a collective and formed the Lowcountry Juneteenth experience. Mm-hmm. So it is also this Juneteenth, Lowcountry Juneteenth experience includes the Root of Soul, which will be taking place on June 11th at the Hanahan Amphitheater. And then it also Juneteenth Family Fest, which will also be taking place at Riverfront Park. So we are part of that collective. We made sure that we got together, made sure we didn't interfere with one another, overlap one another events, and made sure that we were available to one another to support each other so we can, as a collective, let people know about Juneteenth and celebrate it in unity. That's what Juneteenth is about.
Well, do me one more favor and tell us one more time about some of the events that will be taking place and what you want the public to do.
Well, I want the public to definitely go get your tickets, especially for at lowcountryjuneteenthweek.com. Please get your tickets. Come celebrate with us. We have something for everybody. We have free events. Again, our Kids Day will be happening on June 4th, but definitely make sure to get your tickets to see King Yellowman at the Hanahan Amphitheater, which is a beautiful property out there on the water. And so we can dance the night away with reggae and make sure that you come and party with us as well with some Midnight Star. They have hit after hit after hit, Dave Hollister and others right there at Jenkins Institute off of Azalea Drive. So make sure to get your tickets.
Well, we thank you, Latisha Manigault, for coming on Bounce Around Charleston and informing us about Juneteenth. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you again next year when we will be celebrating another great Juneteenth here in Charleston.
Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Okay, you heard it right here on Bounce Around Charleston. Juneteenth 2022, Latisha wants you to come out and celebrate with them. We'll be right back after this break.